All right, Bart from Bicycle Rider YouTube, and another just finishing up another Saturday morning group ride, gruppetto, sportif, club ride, whatever you want to call it. We're at the end of August going into 4th of July week, and of course that means a Tour de France has started. Now here in Biloxi, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Mississippi, the group gets spunky around this time of the year because we're all watching the summer racing, the Tour. Most of these guys are in tip-top shape. As you know, I'm just coming off selling the bike shop and now just starting to find some time to ride again with the group, and it feels good. I just did a solo breakaway, so I'm back here a little bit quicker. You can see I don't know, we probably had 25 or 30 of us today, and it is getting warm, you know, so I could see right at the end. I say solo breakaway because those guys wanted to stop for a break. All right, what I was saying, I was just making a solo breakaway. Sorry, my battery died in my GoPro. Luckily I had an extra. Those guys wanted to stop like 20 miles to the finish, and I get it. A lot of those guys are on fast little race bikes. There's a bunch of specialized tarmacs out there, which is a great bike, but sometimes when you're fitted for more of a race pace, you know, your endurance isn't there. And I'm finding out that, you know, having my Trek Madone in a size medium large, which felt a little bit large for me, I can stay in power position for much longer. This is definitely a comfortable bike. So while those guys were getting tired and fatigued, I'm feeling good. I just did a solo breakaway the last, you know, 10 miles or so, and I really wanted to test the new this new helmet, the Trek Ballista. Today's the first day I've tried it. I've been riding with I've got a specialized Provel S-Works, and then I also have a specialized Evade Aero helmet, and I wanted to try this Trek Ballista. I found out that a helmet really makes a difference when it comes to aero. That specialized Evade was a really fast helmet. Someone today asked me if this helmet whistled because it has this little fin to the back. I'm old enough, I know what he meant. You know, I used to race with a big pointy reverse build helmet, you know, like a Giro, and when you turn your head sideways it whistled. So while some of the younger riders in the peloton didn't know what the heck he was talking about, I could honestly say this helmet doesn't whistle. It was very aerodynamic, very light. I have a weird head. I have a small head, and this helmet fit me good. I don't know what it looks like on. I'm so brand new, I didn't even look to see what it looked like. But the ventilation worked awesome. It's freaking hot out here in South Mississippi right now, and it's got these big vents in the back, and the air just seems to blow through. Is lightweight, definitely aero, you know. And I know these little marginal gains count, but when you have a bike like the Trek Madone Gen 8, like this bike feels aerodynamic when I'm riding it. And I have, you know, I've had lightweight climbing bikes. My last lightweight climbing bike, right on, Adonis, good riding with you, man, was the here comes the group right there. There's a couple of those fast tarmacs I was just talking about. But it was definitely an aero helmet. And there's my friend Adonis rolling in right there. I was just talking about your little
great ride. I appreciate the invite.
No, man, I'm glad you came, man. I'm glad you came. And Travis came down to ride with us, man. That's awesome, dude. And guys, see, this is some of the crew I'm talking about right here, man.
Hey,
we've got some good riding here in South Mississippi. Got Danny Cook. I've been riding with Danny for years, man. Feels good. And of course Tommy over there. Hey guys, I'm going to shut down the GoPro, say hi to these guys, then get to the bike shop. So, but yeah, good ride all. Good ride. And the new helmet I approve of, very much so. This thing is awesome. All right, well, there's some of the crew riding on in. And yes, I'm glad I've got this little van. I got to take a van shower real quick and get to the shop. Man, that's one of the reasons I wanted the blend of an aero bike for speed, but yet I wanted lightweight, and I needed, you know, something with some compliance. You know, I'm 55, and most of these guys after this hard ride get to go home and take a nap. Oh, I have to go work in the bike shop all day, and then I have things to do around Biloxi afterwards. So, you know, if I was just on like the Gen 7, was, I think, a little bit faster in a straight line than this, but man, it was so stiff. I love the way it looked like a jet fighter. But they blended, you know, like the Amanda and the Madone to make this new Madone Gen 8. So it's much more comfortable. A lot of it has to do with this ISO flow. But it's compliant. You know, they built that into the frame shapes, but yet it's aerodynamic. So it's kind of the best of everything. I'm really enjoying this bike. Now this one is the SL7, so it's not the SLR. And it's got the Di2 105, which I'm very impressed with the Di2 105. Medium large at 5'9" and like a 32-inch inseam. The bike seems a little bit big, but I did a few things to make it fit me, and now I feel like I can ride faster with more power for a long time, more comfortable. So, you know, I used to ride a straight up 54, and it's a great little crit bike. You could throw it around. I think maybe in the power sprint, that bike's maybe a little bit, that size a little bit faster for, you know, 30 seconds. But on the long haul, here come some of the riders in right now. On the long haul, this bike is much better. And I think about the times that I spend in a sprint as a few seconds per ride, where I spend most of my time in the saddle, and I'm much more comfortable on this bike in the saddle. So I'll go more on the bike fit. But you can see I've got the new little Trek lights that are all integrated, the flare light system, and I'm getting the Garmin mount for the front, and I think that'll make this bike look tight. I did change the handlebars. The stock bars just seemed a little bit wide for me, and I put some GP 5000s of the 30s with some hyper wheels on there, and I did that to keep my wheel set fresh, so when I sell this bike I can sell it with a fresh wheel set. But the GP 5000s and a 30 make this bike amazing. So all right, the new Ballista helmet is awesome. I'll do more on that. The Trek Madone Gen 8 is awesome. I'll do more on that. And I've got to go to the bike shop, so I'll do more on that. And I'm so happy to have a little camper van. So I've got my shower in a box set up right there. Got my lunch in a cooler right there. If I have time, I might even go by the bay and take a little nap on the couch. Got my solar generator, got my fan. I'm happy with this little van. And if I want to camp out, there's a bunch of people camping out at the mountain bike trails. If I want to get off work and go camping tonight, I've got all my camping stuff right up here in the box. I mean, I got a full kitchen in that box, snacks in that box, a bicycle shop back underneath the seat. I'm so goofy. At 55 years old, I feel like a big kid, but this is the fountain of youth, man. Getting out and having hobbies, having lifestyle, having cool toys like this Trek Gen 8 Madone. All right, guys, I gotta stop yapping, take a shower. And you guys are like, man, I don't see a shower. Well, in this little box, there's a shower. Oh, I gotta pump it up with air. See, it's got a little battery here, and then I hit the battery, and then it's got a little bag with a couple gallons of water in it. That pumps it up, and then I can take a shower. So it's like 90 degrees. That's gonna feel pretty good. All right, guys, Bart with Bicycle Rider YouTube. If you like what I do on this channel, please like and subscribe, and I'll do more lifestyle videos of like products I actually test. You know, I mean, I just got done riding, so there's no, I can tell you the specs of that helmet, and I'll do that later, but right now I can tell you that it feels aero, it's vented, it's lightweight, it's comfortable, and for me that has a small head, I didn't feel like I was wearing some big mushroom top. So more on outdoor lifestyle in general coming from the Bicycle Rider YouTube. All right, I got to go to Biloxi Bicycle Works and work the rest of the day. I'll catch you guys later. All right, well, we got another beautiful Saturday morning. Look at all the riders out here enjoying a 6:30 start. What's happening, Danny? Hey. I tell you what, we got Adonis up there. See Jay, Leonard, of course Tommy, myself, and there's a whole group, B group back there getting ready to start out a good morning ride as well. Saturday mornings, it's a good way to start the day. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, rolling these roads outside of that. It's north of Biloxi. Great way to start the day. All right, well, we got the crew showing up now. It's kind of funny how all the cream rises to the top, so, you know, we're not all riding together, but it seems like we all make it to the same spot at the same time. So just believe me, this is a great way to start your Saturday morning out with this crew of people, having fun. Travis rode all the way down from Hattiesburg to ride with us. So if you're in Biloxi, Ocean Springs, and Gulfport, you got no excuses. Come out and ride. John, sure is good to ride bikes with this morning, man.
Good to see you.
Look at all these happy people on bikes this morning. Riding around, starting the day with a smile. Look at James right there. Beautiful shady roads. Very low vehicle traffic this time of the day. And a good group of people. Happy to start the day riding bikes with you, Patrick. Whew. I love it. The Mississippi Gulf Coast is a great place for lifestyle opportunities.